Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Samantha.
Lisa.
Lisa. Sounds like I'm about to get scolded. Sounds like something my mother used to say. Lisa. Right? My dad is always uses your name, right? Like whenever whenever he was trying to make a point and if we were going to get in trouble, he was always like, Lisa. If you do that to my kid's sister, she goes batshit crazy.
Does she really?
You betcha. Gee, boy just does not. It's kind of funny in a bad way, but yeah, she does not appreciate her name being used at different decibels and different levels of tone.
I can imagine, because my mother, when she was mad at her children, she would use your entire full name.
Oh.
And if she was really upset, your middle name was brought in.
Right? See, and then glove. All right, guess what, Mom? Gloves are off now. Fine, bring it. That's what I'd be thinking. That is too funny. Samantha, how you been this week?
Good. The weather's been good, Lisa.
Oh, hello. We have summer, and then tomorrow is Friday, and then it's back to rain.
It's back to rain.
All weekend rain. That's going to be, I feel that is about to become the theme of the summer. This summer of 2022 is brought to you by weekend rain.
Weekend rain.
Yeah.
Or afternoon rain, because that's what's been happening.
Yeah. Right?
So fun.
Morning chill, afternoon rain, weekend rain. The forecast definitely calls for rain. Right? I feel that's where we're headed.
Yep.
That's where we're headed.
That's so awesome.
So crazy, hey? You know what? It's funny, though, because so I don't know if we've told the world this, but our girl, the HHG, she retired, right? She retired. She kicked retail to the curb, and she is retired now. Happily retired. And boy, is she's number one, hard to track down, hard to pinpoint, hard to pin down. But you know what she's been doing all week? She's been weeding.
She got a large garden that I wasn't aware of?
Well, I don't know, right? Because we've never been in her backyard, I don't think.
I don't think so.
But I know she was like 8 hours today out there with the weeds.
Oh, wow.
I don't know anything about weeds. I just think, why can't you mow them? Can't you just mow them down?
No, I think if it's in her flower bed, she's weeding them by hand.
Oh, okay. So she's been weeding. So I sent her a text tonight and I just, hey, what you doing? And it was so funny. In true HHG fashion, she replies back saying, I'm laying in bed with dirty gardening feet. And then she texted me a picture of her dirty gardening feet. And they dirty. But our girl, she's a little achy, right? Because she's been weeding and hunched over all day. So she said, as soon as I can move, I'll get up and find the shower. Right? I'm like, oh, that weeding, it'll get you every time.
Totally will.
Right? You know what's been happening, Samantha?
What?
So I'm at a bit of a crossroads. And I don't know what to do. Because the people at my work, I love them and they're all fantastic and I get along great with all of them. But there's issues. We got issues at my new work.
Uh-oh.
You want to know what it is?
What?
These guys don't understand that they're eating the wrong food right now.
Oh.
And I don't know I don't know how to handle that.
Well, have you explained that there's such thing as seasonal foods?
Yeah, but it seems to fall on deaf ears. So the craziest thing, my boss, she's going to have lunch the other day. And I said to her, what are you having for lunch? She said she's having chili. Well, first off, I'm taken aback, right? Because again, right, we're like 2 weeks out from summer. We got nice weather. It's like 24 degrees. I'm like, what do you mean you're having chili? She's like, I'm having chili for lunch today. Yeah. So I said to her, you know what? I got issues. Can't have chili in the summer. She's like, what do you mean I can't have chili? I'm like, you can't eat chili in the summer. It's not a summer food. Blank look. She got no clue. Then the next day, hang on, it gets worse. The next day, what's she having for lunch? Sloppy Joes. I'm like, you're killing me here with your sloppy joes. Then our other boss, so our boss, what does she have for supper that night? She tells us chili. Oh my God. All of you, are you messing with me? Are you doing this on purpose? You're all eating inappropriate food.
Just so you're aware, I had chili for supper tonight.
Oh, and now you had chili. Why are you, Samantha Lee Sperling, you know better. You know better. You know you don't have chili.
Sorry, it's what I had.
Where did you get said chili from?
The grocery store.
Why are you eating chili in the summer?
Because it was there, and I don't mind chili in this summer.
In the summer?
Well, if I added a hot dog, would that have been better?
No, and then that was today's conversation. And I'm like, don't put chili on the dog. Because you know me, right? I don't double meat.
Oh, my God.
I don't double meat. I don't even put bacon on a hot dog. I don't double meat. The beauty is in the dog. Don't double meat. Don't put chili on the dog. That's what people thought. They said the same thing. Oh, well, what if it was a hot dog and we put on chili? Still not good. Because chili shouldn't be on the dog. Oh, Samantha.
Oh, double meat. Oh, my God.
I feel I need to have a meeting and I feel there's lessons that need to be taught.
Yes, you need to bring your people together.
Like we were together last summer and I'm sure that this would not have just gone over my head.
I don't think so, but you never know.
I don't know. I just feel people need to learn, right? There's seasonal rules and we have switched seasons. Right? We have switched the seasons.
We have switched the
right? So the seasonal rules have changed. We'll see you again for Labor Day. Bring back the chili.
Exactly.
Right? Bring back the soup.
Mm-hmm.
Not now. Not now.
No.
Not now. Oh, my goodness. You know the other thing? I feel like I have a bit of rage. This gave me rage. I texted you this morning about this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a picture of it or it was a commercial. I don't know what it was. And I had instant rage. Samantha, I feel like you right now. I need the world to stop pretending that cauliflower tastes like anything more than it is. Right? It's cauliflower. And the only way people like it is with a cheese sauce. That's it. We don't like it as a steak. We don't like it when you put marinara sauce on it and call it cauliflower parmesan. No, it's not. It's a chunk of cauliflower with some tomato sauce on it and a little bit of grated cheese. Still a chunk of cauliflower.
What about cauliflower wings?
No, right? Then call it just a cauliflower bite. Leave any reference to the meat product out of it. Just call it cauliflower with sauce.
Right.
Right? Why? It's not a steak, guys. I tried it. Remember I went out for supper? I tried cauliflower steak. I wanted it to be a steak. You can't make cauliflower anything more than a chunk of cauliflower, no matter how you cut it, right? It's not a potato when they think it's like, oh, just like a potato. It's actually not just like a potato.
And they've made cauliflower rice.
Yeah, right? And then that's the one that they say. It's like a potato. It's not like a potato. And it's not like a rice. It's like a piece of cauliflower. That still tastes like crap without cheese sauce on it.
Well, because cauliflower has no taste.
Cauliflower has no taste. So they spice it to death, right? They put all their spices on it to death and call it whatever. It can be, oh, look at it. It's a cauliflower hot dog. It's not. It's cauliflower. Like when did cauliflower, I get the whole vegan thing. That's fine. Do you, as you would say, right? You do you.
You do.
You do you. However, let's just call it what it is.
It's vegetables.
It's vegetables. And I'm not condemning it. I'm not saying don't eat them. Just don't call them other things that they're not.
Exactly.
Right? Like we don't go around saying, oh, I had a steak, but instead of saying I had a steak, oh, I had soup. We don't do that. We call it what it is, steak. Why can't they do the same thing? Oh, I was so worked up about it. You know what it was? It was the Parmesan because I like a good chicken parm, right?
Uh-huh.
Threw me off. I was like, no, not chicken parm. It is the furthest thing away from a piece of chicken parm, actually.
Exactly.
It's closer to a steak than the parm.
Yeah,
sure it is. And it's far from a steak. Okay. That's all I have to say about that. But boy, it worked me up.
It did, obviously.
It did. I was mad all day.
Okay, but speaking of food, though, I just today, and I don't watch it normally because I don't always love it. Master Chef Junior.
Oh, okay.
I was watching it.
Yeah.
With what's his name? What's his name again?
Gordon Ramsay.
And these kids are like 7 and they're in a big kitchen doling out sea bass and steak screwing up. Gordon Ramsay is talking to him, and the other guy was talking to him, and then they show them in a clip. Oh, I can do better. You're 8. You're 7. Yeah. You're a baby. Like, you are talking like a full-grown adult. Stop that shit.
At 8 or 7, I was still picking my nose and eating it, I'm sure.
I was lucky if I knew how to warm up canned soup or even make a sandwich.
Probably you weren't allowed to. You might have been able to make you might have been able to do peanut butter and jam.
Maybe. And they have like big knives and there's fire involved. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, are you kidding me? We're treating kids.
It's crazy. Like I can't watch the kids. Adults. I can't watch the kids.
The stress that they are put under. This is the stress that adults, like if you watch his other shows, like this is adult stress. And now these poor kids are being put through well, you know what? They went into it. So they must obviously, I don't get it. I don't get why the youngest contestant is 8.
Yeah. And so here's my question. They're acting like adults, and I'm like, can we let the kid be a kid? But here's my question for you, Samantha, right? If the youngest kid is 8 and they're cooking like a chef, at what age did those parents start saying, all right, Johnny, here's some sea bass. You want to try it? Right? Like at the most in my 8-year-old life, I probably would have got, you want to lick a batter? You want to lick a beater?
Yeah. Do you want to help me cook a hot dog? Like,
maybe.
I wasn't going near the stove.
I think we are still sitting on the chair watching.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm just watching this and I'm dumbfounded. And I'm like the decades that have happened between when I was a kid and this is what I'm watching. And I'm like, what are we doing? And I guess it's entertainment and the kids love it, maybe.
Like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, I'm like a master chef now, but I wasn't at 8.
Oh, jeez.
Right? And like my earliest memories of cooking is I remember making a grilled cheese sandwich and trying to make it quicker. So I put butter in the pan.
Oh.
And on the bread, so that sucker just burned, right? But it was done in like 30 seconds because it was my lunch break from school. And I remember learning how to make Kraft dinner.
Yeah, because that's what you should make as a kid.
That's what those should be your first meals.
I don't know. Like, and it was like this kid was trying to perfect how to do a steak. And I'm just like, oh my God.
That's so
seriously?
Crazy.
I'm like,
how do they even know? Like they shouldn't even be liking or eating that food. Like they shouldn't even be eating the steak, right? They should be having the hot dog.
Like, how do you know at 8 how to cook a sea bass?
I don't even know at 53 what a sea bass is. I get that it's a fish of some sort, but that's all I know.
I don't know. Anyways, right? I was just a little bit like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Yeah, I can't do that show. I find it awkward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But something else that I noticed, because Lisa, you had me running around with you on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And what did we discover? 1, you wore the same shoe as me.
Because it's my shoe too. It's my shoe
and
too.
And then 2, it's the popular shoe of the season.
It is the popular shoe. That shoe is out and about because it was cheap. That's why. It was cheap.
And actually, I'm finding them quite comfortable.
I'm not finding them quite as comfortable as you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but remember, I got like bunion.
You have a bunion.
But you got a bunion too.
Yeah, it doesn't bother mine.
Yeah, it seems to bother mine, but I'm toughing them out, right? I'm doing it, so I'm doing it.
And where did we go? Wherever we went for supper, everybody had that shoe on.
They're just, those shoes are everywhere. I see them in my travels, right? People, and I'm gonna feel that we must have started that trend.
Yeah.
Like somebody must have seen us somewhere and we're like, hey, look at that shoe.
We're influencers, Lisa.
There you go. Well, according to that one survey, we are, which was kind of a bit of a joke.
It is a bit of a joke. Okay.
Because I feel we influence nothing.
No, well, that's true. Okay. But what I think is funny is that on Saturday, 1, we had to get you shit. And it had to be before 1 o'clock because the Blue Jays were playing. And I felt stressed that we weren't hitting it. We were not finding you clothes, and you were going to go home clothless.
Yes.
And your husband was not going to be happy.
He was going to say, you just bought air.
You bought air.
You bought a bag of air.
But I think what really, really put the cap on the day was when you told me that you think the GPS is taking you on the long route.
I do. I feel that the GPS is messing with me. And I feel that because I feel that the GPS knows that I'm directionally challenged.
Yes.
I feel it knows that ahead of time, right? It hears me talk about it. It hears me doubt it. It hears me all of these things, right? Because your phone hears all these things. And I feel that it takes me on the long route to places. And because I'm directionally challenged, I don't know the difference until I start driving it. And I'm like, seems like a long way.
It seems like a long
way. Right? Seems like I should be there already. Seems like I feel like I'm going in the opposite direction, but eventually I make a big winding left to do a loop around, right? I feel I do a lot of loops around.
Yes. Well, and then what did you figure out that GPS needs to, or Google Maps needs to come out with out of town routes and in-town routes.
And in-town routes, right? So for people who live in, so we live in Saskatoon, it needs to recognize we live in Saskatoon. We probably can take a shortcut.
Yeah.
Right? We probably can take the back way to some place, even though we still want it to help us. It can narrow, it should just say, are you local or are you not, right? Because if you're not local, then that's fine. It all makes sense. But when I put in something like GPS, like I put in wherever we were going in my GPS and it ends with, and then you're going to do a U-turn, I already know you screwed me over. You already screwed me over, GPS, when it ends with, and you're going to do a U-turn.
Yeah.
Because that means you didn't take me on the most direct route.
Nope, that's true.
You didn't, not the fastest, not the quickest.
Nope.
Which I have checked off on my boxes, fastest and quickest. And I feel it takes me on the long, makes me angry. I feel it takes me on the long route.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if other people, because if you're directionally challenged, you just don't know these things.
No, you don't. And you are putting all of your trust, which we discovered we trust nothing.
Right.
Right.
We trust nothing.
You trust nothing. So here you are being led on this like fantastical journey.
Right? All around, I'm like, wow. And I know I've been there before, and I know that this seems like not the way that my husband takes, because it doesn't seem very direct. But yeah, I feel that it just is screwing with me.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
You know, I think so too. It's kind of crazy. I guess we have to go to the sad part of our show.
Well, I think we need to talk about it.
Yeah, super sad, right?
Uh-huh.
Dear everybody, what the hell happened this week in Texas? Right?
Something that's very sad.
You know, it's, and you know what? And here's the thing, right? Like everybody else in the world, nobody wants any more just words, right? We don't want empty words anymore. It's not even our country. I mean, you know what? Although I shouldn't say that, because there was a guy in Toronto who was just killed because he was walking around a Toronto school with a rifle, and police shot and killed him. Yeah, today. So there was a potential. I haven't heard. That's all I heard was just the bare bones. But they shot and killed him, and he was like in the vicinity of a school in Toronto. So we have this problem too. Not quite on the same grand scale. Mm-hmm. And it's maybe not quite as in your face as what this seems to be. But dear America, come on. I have to believe that your founding fathers, when they said you have the right to bear arms, that they meant the musket.
Well, and that people wouldn't use it
to kill each other, kill children.
Evil intent.
Yeah, right. Like I think it was meant during like wartime and to protect their country, right? If the government was going to overthrow them or something, right?
Yeah.
So the problem with the Constitution is, or their amendments, whatever it's called, sorry for my ignorance, is that it's so dated, right? Mm-hmm. You know, it's so dated and everything is taken so literally, right? As we know with other institutions, right? Everything is taken so literally. And I think it's like if they can't change the shootings that go on, like again, right? It bothers me greatly that they feel that they can control a woman's right to choose what she does with her body, but they're not prepared to protect children in schools.
Well, they're putting the onus on the kids to learn how to protect themselves while at school.
Right.
And I don't know if a child needs to take on that level of responsibility.
And stress.
At school.
At school, right? Like school used to be a safe place for your kids to go to.
Yeah, it
right?
used to be.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know. It was interesting. I'm watching lots about it, and I agree with what everybody's saying. Right? Like things just have to change. And
well, isn't there a bill stalled in the Senate right now?
Yeah, there is. There's a bill stalled. Yeah, right.
To do with gun control.
To do with gun control. Yeah. Right.
So.
And there's states, and it's funny because somebody had said, or who was, I don't know, or I heard it, or I saw it, or it was like on the news or something, and somebody had said, there's so many free countries in the world. There's Canada, there's England, there's New Zealand, there's Australia. There's so many free countries in the world that don't have this problem, right? And the States is a free country that has this huge problem. Mm-hmm. Right? And I can't imagine that anybody, no matter what your stand is on gun control, could possibly side with it's okay to carry weapons of mass destruction. Like this kid, Samantha, he couldn't even legally vote. Why is an 18-year-old being able to go and buy why can an 18-year-old kid go buy a gun?
I don't know.
Right? Like that's so crazy, right? And I don't know, right? And I get, right, we're a happy podcast, so of course we'll go back to being a happy podcast, but it's heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm. It
is. It's angry, right? Because like when was it? Like Columbine or Sandy Hook, whenever Sandy Hook was, and all those kids were shot and everybody thought things were going to change and nothing changes.
Nope. Right?
And it's like, man, like, you know, at some point your politicians have to do better. They have to work for you. Right? You know,
politicians aren't really in it for the people. They're need to remember that politicians are in it for themselves.
Yeah, they really are, right? And Senator Ted Cruz, I tell you want to talk about a crackerhead, right? That guy's kind of crazy, and there's a bunch of them that are just so extreme, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. I think they make a lot of money. I think that the NRA probably pays for lots of their politics and all that sort of stuff too, right? So it's a big money thing. I get that. But I don't know. When do people want to stop seeing their kids get killed at school?
I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, right? So crazy.
In the coming weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So we just wanted to get that off our chest, friends of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody that listens that it's affected, or I mean, it affects everybody, whether we don't even have kids, and it affects us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So,
for sure.
You know, just a shout out to anybody that's feeling some pain about it.
But speaking of things coming to an end, Ellen is done this week.
She's done.
It was today, right?
Yeah, I PVR'd it. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of sad about Ellen being done. Like, I've always loved Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Right from like her original stand-up before she even had her TV show that got canceled. Always loved Ellen DeGeneres. Thought she was brilliant and always liked her show. Didn't always watch her show just because whether I was working or I didn't PVR, I didn't have time, whatever. But always, you know, still always when I was off would always watch it, right? Always enjoyed her. And I think she's done a lot of great things to help a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she had the bump in the road with the toxic workplace stuff and all of that. And hopefully, I'm sure there were lessons that were learned from that. But I think that she has done so much more good than she ever did than anything negative ever.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Yeah, you know, and I think that the daytime TV won't be the same without her.
No, I wonder who will fill her spot.
I think it's Kelly Clarkson.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she got the bump.
That's fun.
Know? So, I don't know. I think, you know what? I think the daytime people, they better pull up their socks. I think they got big shoes to fill.
I think they do too. Well, right? it's kind of the same as when Oprah went off, right?
Right. And Ellen kind of took in with Oprah, right? And remember when Rosie O'Donnell went off, like her talk show was so successful too when Rosie had hers.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like that was a great talk show too. Kind of similar to an Ellen type of talk show. Hey, a bit of fun and a bit of celebrity and all of that. So yeah. So I'm going to miss that a little bit in my life.
Well, You know what? Hopefully she goes and does other great things. So
I'm sure she will.
Seeing her.
Exactly. I'm sure she will.
Maybe she'll go back to stand-up.
I hope so.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I would travel far to go see her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. New fun things are on the horizon, though. Lisa.
Okay. Please share. I
feel like we need to bring these things to the lake.
Okay. What are we bringing?
Okay. Well, I love a good potato chip.
Yes, the lake and potato chips go hand in hand with you.
Hand in hand. Okay, so apparently there's 3 new flavors from Lay's.
Ooh, yay.
New chip flavors.
Not gross ones, I hope.
No, barbecue and sweet chili heat.
Oh, yum.
I feel like that's you and never me.
That's always me and never you. Absolutely. Always me, not you.
Ketchup and cheese. Interesting.
Different.
Depends. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Dill pickle and white cheddar.
Sounds heavenly.
That sounds really good.
That sounds so good. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so excited. And I'm not really a potato chip person. No.
So we'll have to make sure that we bring them along to our excursion in July, hopefully.
Yeah.
And test them out and let people know.
Just which one is the best one.
Yay or
I think
nay.
Ketchup and cheese could be good. Could taste like Kraft dinner, maybe.
Oh, it could taste like Kraft
dinner.
Right?
It could taste like Kraft dinner. So it'll be interesting to see, won't it? All right, I'm in. Pencil me in.
Okay. But we got sent a little message from Gracie Steckroat.
Yep. On our Instagram. She sent us a cool website about words. So the funny thing with Gracie, right? So I'm good friends with Gracie's mom, right? And I love the fact that Gracie has kind of, she was just in Florida and reached out to us. Remember, she was like tanning and burning and all this. So I love the fact that she's like not shy and she like loves to interact with us. And she sent us a thing of the Webster's Dictionary Time Travel. So cool. So you can pick a year and it'll tell you the words that were added to the Webster's Dictionary, right? Yeah. It was the coolest thing. Yeah. So so I picked my birth year, 1968. And mine, I picked 3 words, 2 words, butt naked and morning breath. Nice. Entered the dictionary. The year you were born. The year I was born. That's too funny. The year I was born, Samantha, these were my 2 words. And it's kind of funny because one of them suits me. One was fuzzy logic. And that means, and I looked it up. The meaning of fuzzy logic was that there's different variables of truth. Oh. And I'm like, that's kind of me to a T, hey? I live in a fuzzy logic type of world. You do. There are variables of truth for you. Right? And then the other word that I really appreciated was zappy. Oh, that's a good one. Isn't that zappy, right? Like it was just very positive and peppy. Like, ooh, that's zappy. Zappy. Yeah, I thought those were fun. Yeah. Okay, then I picked the year I graduated grade 12. Oh, okay. Don't everybody have a heart attack. 1986. Whoa, you're old. I know. How old am I? Old. Internet. Wow. And dress down day. Really? Yeah. Is that ever funny, hey? 1986, internet and dress down day. Wow. So just think, in 1986, internet was just popular enough to get put into the dictionary. Uh-huh. Huh. That's crazy, hey? That is crazy. And then for some reason I picked 1995. I don't know why. Okay. Just seemed, because I didn't want to go into the 2000s because, I don't know. Yeah. It's even though it's like 22 years into the 2000s. I'm like, seems too soon. Seems too soon. Too soon. So I picked 1995 and it was Japanese giant hornet. Wow. Okay. So it was mentioned in 1995, Lisa. So it's been around for a while. And he's been growing since, and now he's made it to Saskatoon. Right? And then mom jeans. I love that so much. That was in 95. Yeah. Wow. Hey, a good mom jean, which is just a nice high-waisted pant. It is just a lovely sometimes with pant. A pocket and a pleat. Right? That's awesome. Yeah. That was so fun. Thank you, Gracie. That was fun. Right? I love that so much. Here's something I don't. This is how I feel about it. Like that. Okay. mimes. Samantha, who invented these guys?
I think it's back in the 1800s.
The mimes are that old?
I think when I think mimes, I think for some reason France.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I didn't know they had a place.
Well, because that's where probably in movies, I've seen mimes in French movies, and they've done their whole little...
Like, look at me, I'm in a box.
Yes. Right? And they don't talk, and they have,
Well, okay, so why don't
a jaunty beret?
They always have a jaunty beret.
Yes.
And they usually have gloves.
Why they talk.
Why they don't talk.
I don't know why.
I don't know. What is that about? And I can't wrap my brain around them. They seem a little creepy at times.
Well, they can be creepy, and they don't leave you alone.
No, right? They get in your space. I feel that the whole issue of the mime is, look what I can do. Like, they're like the attention stealer.
Well, you know what's funny? Because I was watching, I think it was on Instagram or something, and it was in one of my reels, and it was a mime walking beside a couple, and the wife had a backpack on, but she was carrying her kid.
Yeah.
And the mime went up to the woman and took off the backpack and handed it to her husband. And he mimed the whole thing.
Really? Like, to me, like, a mime is like one step from a clown. And you know how I feel about them.
Well, you don't love clowns.
I don't like clowns. I feel I would not love mimes either. I just think that you're just like, look what I can do. I'm trying to steal the show. I'm the star. Like, well, I get it, but I don't get it.
Well, because mimes kind of remind me of that scary clown that walked with you as you left.
Like what are you doing?
Because it was silently walking beside you, staring at you the whole time as you were coming out of the haunted
Like, it thinks I can't see it. That's like a mime too, right? Like, hi, I can see you. You're not in, like, I get you're doing fancy things with your hands. You're not in a box.
You're not in a box.
There's no box. What are you doing?
Stop climbing the wall.
Stop climbing the wall. There's no wall.
Yes.
Right? Like, stop pretending that you're throwing a ball. There's no ball.
Stop feeding the fake pigeons.
Stop feeding the fake pigeons, right? Like, just go find a job.
Do you get paid as a mime? Like, do people pay you?
Like, what are you paying? Like, is it what is their craft? What is their talent? And maybe I'm sounding ignorant and I'm not trying to, so I apologize. But what is their talent?
To be almost a clown.
To be almost a clown? Like, you're a better dressed clown. Right? I get that, right? You look better. Are you fancier? Are you a fancy clown?
Maybe, because mimes are always in a beret, a black and white striped shirt and black pants and like
gloves
and, black shoes.
Yeah.
And they're like, weaving in and out of people kind of creepily if you want to.
Yeah, they are. Like, are they supposed to be magic? No.
No, they're not supposed to be magic.
Like, are they supposed to do a trick? No. I feel I want to kick them. I feel I want to kick a mime.
I have no doubt that mimes get hit, kicked, bit. I feel like the mime's whole thing is, let's see how far I can drive you crazy until you hit, kick, or bite me.
And then they kind of have it coming to them.
Yes, they do.
Right? You kind of deserved it. You get what you get. Right? You get what you get, Mr. Mime. Right? Like, I just don't get them. I don't get, like, they kind of I hate to say, they creep me out. And I'm sure that they are like a form of art, but I don't get it.
For sure. Like, they're probably a very old form of art. However, wouldn't it be kind of funny to because they don't talk. So how hard would you have to hit them in order for them to
right.
Ow!
Like, to say something. Yeah.
Like, it would be like a test to see if they can stay in character.
Yeah. Like, I just feel they get what they get, right? You get what, you got what you, I don't know. They make me mad, I think.
I think they're just so close to a clown for you that it just ain't working.
Too close to a clown.
Too close to a clown.
Way too close to a clown.
Yeah, this is traumatizing, and it just brings back bad memories for you.
It does, right? There's nothing pleasant. I look at the scowl on my face, friends of the podcast, as I even speak. I'm angry. I'm instantly angry, like the cauliflower type of anger.
Yes, you are. It is very cauliflower angery.
I feel it is. You're right. They're too close to a clown. Nope. Not loving that. Okay. This is something, Samantha, I feel I came across this and I thought, you know what? You know who's going to need this? Sam's going to need this. Out of all my friends, Sam's going to need this because you're the oldest friend I have. And what it is it's slang that you're going to need as you get older.
Michelle's older than me, right?
Yeah, I know, but I don't think of her as older than you.
Thanks.
Sorry. I still put you number one. I can't help it. Sorry.
The love keeps flowing. Like
I'm sorry. Okay, but listen, okay, fine. She can hear it too, right? Then you both need to know this.
Okay. How about anybody in my age bracket?
Okay, anybody Sam's age or up. Okay. Slang that you're going to need as you get older. Okay. Here's just a few catchphrases. Okay. BFF takes on a new meaning. BFF becomes best friend fell. Right?
And can't get up.
Right? Best friend fell. BTW becomes bring the wheelchair.
Okay.
Okay. BYOT, bring your own teeth.
Oh, jeez.
FWIW, forgot where I was.
That's you.
That'll be me. OMSG, this is you. OMSG, oh my, sorry, gas.
Oh my.
That'll be you. And the last one that I think is going to be important to everybody, TTYL, talk to you louder. All right? I just think those are phrases that are going to come in handy as we get older.
I feel like this needs to go out in a community letter to all of the senior care homes and all of the 55 plus places, and to say this, you might need this.
Right. When you start getting texts saying, "Oh, BFF, it's not best friend forever, it's best friend pal," right? Or BTW is not by the way, it's now bring the wheelchair.
Good one, Lisa.
I just think those are things that we're going to need in our future.
I think potentially.
Right? I just wanted to share those with you, Samantha. All
Definitely,
right?
Potentially the teeth.
I think for sure, right? Bring your own teeth.
Bring your own teeth.
Bring your own teeth. Oh my, sorry, gas.
Or talk to you louder.
Talk to you louder. Exactly, right?
Oh my God. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
As I feel like I'm 102 now.
Well, you're getting there.
Yeah. Okay, but speaking of fun phrases and acronyms, as you threw a couple around there, how about the phrase "best thing since sliced bread"?
Okay, so first off, as you know, I hate lame-ass phrases.
Yes, you do.
And I consider that to be a lame-ass phrase.
Because everybody says it.
Everybody says it. Ooh, that's the best thing since sliced bread. What the hell is that phrase? Like, what is that?
I don't know, because it's like, you can slice your own bread. Yeah. But maybe it was a big deal when you could get sliced bread from a grocery store.
When it first came out. Like, I don't know. Let's deconstruct this phrase, shall we, Samantha? Okay? Because I feel that the best thing since sliced bread, I feel that phrase, the world set the bar really low. It's a low bar, right?
It's a low, low bar.
So my bottle of water, best thing since sliced bread.
My lip chap is the best thing since sliced bread.
My clicky pen, best thing since sliced bread. Right?
It doesn't ring true for a lot of things.
It doesn't ring true for anything. Is there anything that, okay, and don't get me wrong, I love bread. Why not just be best thing since bread?
It doesn't hold quite the same punch.
I don't know.
Sliced bread seems more interesting.
But I don't know. Do I care if my bread comes sliced? I can
know.
Slice it myself.
This is true.
Or was that the big invention like at the turn of the century? And now said bread, now there's a knife. I have to think that the knife was invented before the bread.
Oh, yes.
Right? So why is sliced bread a big deal?
Because I think people have always been slicing bread. I don't know, but maybe
thinking that it's just the best thing ever.
I think it's just a turn of phrase, and I don't think it's meant to I don't know, be as deep as you're trying to.
I don't know. I just hear that phrase, and I'm just like, I feel that we've set the bar really low. The expectations were low.
You don't even love my favorite one, which is winner, winner, chicken dinner.
No, because I don't get it, right? I don't want to win a chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I'm good, thanks. I don't need to win a chicken dinner. I don't want your chicken dinner.
Sliced bread.
Right? I don't want, what is the best thing? And you know what? How about I'll determine if it's the best thing since sliced bread.
So, do you think that because it's sliced bread, you think that's why it's lowbrow? Because it should be something exciting, the best thing since a DeLorean? The best thing since...
Make it, or since a croissant. Oh, okay.
An electric car?
It should be something that when you think about it, you're thinking, oh, okay, that's pretty awesome, right? Because
it's the best thing.
Yeah. So when you say it's the best thing since sliced bread, I think it's sliced bread. If you say to me, it's the best thing since, I don't know, like you said, like a DeLorean. Oh my God. Okay. That's amazing then.
It's the best thing since the invention of the light bulb.
Yeah. That's awesome. Right? It's the best thing since the newest iPhone 13. Oh, shit. Really? Now you got my attention. Oh,
my God. That's what you have to do, Lisa. You have to update the phrase.
Got to update the phrase. It's a dated phrase.
So if you could just start using, it's the best thing since the iPhone 13.
Since the latest iPhone.
Yeah.
Right? It's the best thing since the newest iWatch. Or what? It's the best thing since, I think that's the thing, right? It's old and dated.
It's old and dated, just
like us. It's old and dated, just like us, right? And I guess that's the problem, right? Is because when somebody says it's the best thing since sliced bread, I just don't think that doesn't do it for me. It's not wowing me.
Well, because it's old.
Because I just think bread and sliced bread. Okay. Because you know what it is, Samantha? Because we take sliced bread for granted. That's the problem.
Oh my God, you're right.
We take it for granted. There's people in this world that would not take sliced bread for, oh my God, now we need to apologize if maybe we've offended. Because there are people in the world that would not take sliced bread for granted.
Right.
They'd be like, oh my God, the best thing since sliced bread. And we're like, the best thing since sliced bread, huh?
Bread? What?
Yeah. Like what? What? Hi, it's sliced bread. It's in my bag on top of my fridge. It's in the fridge. It's
what are you, a
bread.
monster? Don't put your bread on the top of your fridge. Put it in your fridge.
No, you are the monster because you put all your bread in the fridge. We don't put our bread in the fridge.
You gotta put your bread in the fridge.
No, I don't.
Yes, you should.
No, I don't need to. Seems to do fine outside of the fridge. Right? Seems to do just fine. So weird, hey? So I don't know. That's my take. I think, I don't know. I think we need to update the phrase.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then potentially not offend those people who actually think sliced bread is the next best thing.
Is the next best thing.
Yes.
Right? You know.
Lisa.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm controversial and I don't even mean to be.
I know.
That's my fuzzy logic.
Uh-huh.
Right? Oh, well, that's what happens, right? Samantha, here's something for you.
Uh-huh.
What's the one thing that must be at your bedside at night?
Biofreeze.
What is biofreeze?
It helps my sore ankle.
Oh, and what is it?
It helps my sometimes my ankle muscles are really sore if I've been walking a lot.
Yeah.
And it just sort of, I don't know, freezes them.
So do you use it before bedtime?
Yeah.
You get up in the middle of the night and give it a spray?
No.
Oh, so why is it at your bedside?
Well, because that's what I do before I go to bed.
That's part of your routine.
Yes, it is. And then I have my phone charger.
Okay. And where's your phone?
I don't have water. I don't take water to bed.
You don't take water to bed?
No, because I don't wake up at night thirsty.
Wow.
Really? Why? Do you?
Yeah, I take a bottle of water to bed. And I have my Kleenexes.
Of course you do.
And I have my lip chap.
Oh, God.
And I have my flashlight.
Oh, my God. For what? What are you using your flashlight for?
If I get up in the middle of the night, I don't want to have a tumble. Right? So I turn my flashlight on.
Got it. Okay.
And I got my phone.
Well, I have my phone too, but
yeah, right? It's got to be there.
And my glasses.
Oh, and my glasses are there too. Yes.
Uh-huh. You have a lot
and then I have like my digital clock.
Do you still put the panties over the digital clock?
No, because Mike, we got rid of that one. Got rid of that one. Now I just have one. It's still pretty darn bright, but I've learned to adapt. It's not quite as bright and big. So the panties over the clock days are done. They are done. But so I have a digital clock because I like to see the time. You don't use a clock, right?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I need a clock.
No.
I trust my phone for everything. I don't trust my phone for an alarm.
I use Alexa.
Oh, we don't like Alexa here, so we've never invited her to our home.
Because she's better than sliced bread.
Oh, maybe. Not in my world she wouldn't be, I don't think. Right? At least not that Alexa, right? HHG's Alexa probably better than sliced bread.
Everyone's Alexa's the same.
No, I'm talking about her daughter.
Oh, her daughter. Oh,
right,
my God.
her
Okay.
daughter, right?
Got
you missed the whole joke. I missed
the whole thing. Oh, my God.
God, I think you need your ankle freeze on your brain.
I think it's my old age creeping up on me.
Could be. It could be. It's your fuzzy logic.
It is my fuzzy logic.
Your fuzzy logic, Samantha.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, there was nothing fuzzy about Facebook Tuesday.
Mm-mm.
They had a very, very strong feeling about your summer desserts, Lisa.
I know, eh?
And, Fast and Furious, they did come.
Last couple weeks, eh? It's like people are back in the game, right?
They said no to key lime pie, which frankly, that was my no as well.
Yeah, you predicted that one.
Yes, I do not love. I was surprised at peach cobbler.
But my question with the cobbler, and nobody would answer, was it just because it was peach, or is it any cobbler?
Well, because there's apple, there's blueberry, there's you can make cobbler pretty much out of any fruit.
It's pretty much the same as a crisp.
Yeah,
but peach cobbler made it kind of summery.
Yes,
and people wanted nothing to do with it.
No, and then apparently strawberry shortcake.
That bothered me, right? That one I kind of took personal. Because I love a good strawberry shortcake, right? I just think that's a delightful little treat.
It is a delightful little treat. But you know what? If I was going to eat something from that, I think I would probably eat the ice cream stuff.
I wouldn't. I would probably kick the ice cream stuff away.
No.
Yeah. And the blueberry pie because it's too much.
Well, I would keep the strawberry rhubarb pie.
But you know what was funny is a lot of our friends in America hadn't tried strawberry rhubarb.
I know. Is that a Canadian thing, I wonder?
I don't know. I didn't know. I'm like, people, you need to try it.
Yes, you do.
People,
it's delightful.
don't you know? Don't you know? Right? You got to try strawberry rhubarb.
Yeah, it's really good.
So good. And
if anybody
so many people were saying that.
If anybody needs rhubarb, Mom's rhubarb is up and happening.
Is Sheila selling it? She's sending it out, it overseas?
God. It is so big and fluffy already. It's hilarious how big this stuff is.
Then there'll be no excuse not to get that cake.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. But so that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. And I'd just like to mention the people that joined in on Wednesday for Would You Rather. And guys, I'm so impressed with you right now.
Samantha's so happy because people are starting to play her game after all these years.
Well, because I think I picked finally a decent one that they enjoy.
I know.
And I was like, okay, well, now I think I'm getting how you guys think. But everybody loved it. And some people were like, I'm taking the money. No, I'm going to travel. And I'm like,
I know.
You do you, boo.
You do you. You do you.
I was just like, wow. Because when I got there, I was like, I was going to expect the typical 10 or 12 people that decide to play.
Not this week.
And this week it was like, by the time I got to it was like 31.
Now here's my challenge for people this week on our pictures, Samantha. Right? We get a little bit of interaction on Sundays. Thursdays we do pretty good with stuff when we do our throwbacks.
Yes.
But on the day that we release our episode, friends of the podcast, it's like crickets. There's nothing. There's the odd like, the odd comment, but we don't see a lot. We want to know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
That's your day to tell us. What do you think?
Yeah, whatever you see it. Just
Did you like the episode? Did you hate it? Did you listen to it? You hate listening to it? I'm not going to listen to it. I'm just here for the fun. I don't know. That's where you would tell us these things. Right?
Lisa's getting specific in her old age.
Getting specific in my old age.
All right, guys. So, we're asking you to interact with us on Facebook. It's I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam. If you haven't joined the group, join the group. But if you join the group, it's, the days that we ask you to do One Has to Go and Would You Rather, all the other days that we post stuff, we still want to hear from you as well, just to Lisa's point. On Instagram, we also do stuff. It's I Shake My Head. Lisa posts there daily, cute little things. She'll remind you about the episode. Again, if you're on there, just a quick, hey guys, how's it going? That's cool. We like that.
It works.
It works. We have Twitter. It's I_shake my head. And TikTok is also I_shake my head. I don't think we've done a recent TikTok.
Well, you don't ever go there, but yes, we did actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did. Not me. I did one for Valerie Bertinelli, our friend Val.
Oh, good.
So yeah, not so good. 800 people liked it and watched it, but not Valerie.
Okay.
It did not reach Valerie.
You're trying and it's not working.
I'm trying.
For those of you, we also have Patreon. So for as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early. You get an extra episode every month, and there are no ads in Patreon.
Samantha, you mailing stuff out this weekend?
I will, yes, because it's raining. So what else? What I'm going to do?
Exactly.
And it's www.patreon.com/IShakeMyHead. And also just a reminder that we have cool I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is www.ishakemyhead.threadless.com.
Awesome. You know what, Samantha? Kate McKinnon's left Saturday Night Live, hey?
Uh-huh. So is Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson, Aidy Bryant, and the guy that nobody remembers. Him too. I not always a Pete Davidson fan. I mean, I like him, but I mean, I didn't always I didn't gravitate to Pete Davidson skits very often.
No.
Love Kate McKinnon.
Oh yeah, she's funny.
I feel that she's been the best part of SNL for the last few years.
Well, she's definitely unique.
Right? And remember when she was Hillary Clinton during the election? Uh-huh. She does such great character pieces, really good impersonations. She did a Justin Bieber, she did Ellen. And I loved Aidy Bryant too, right? Do you remember that when they collaborated and they did that twin bed song?
Nope.
Let's do it on my twin bed. Jimmy Fallon's in it?
No.
No, oh, you need to YouTube it. It's hilarious, right? It's
a
rap song.
Yeah, old SNL, I don't mind. The new
What are your
stuff
favorites?
I was never excited about.
No. The last couple weeks, the new SNLs have been getting better.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming around.
Yeah, but now all the people are leaving.
But now the good people are leaving. So, okay, favorite SNL skits from the past. What do you got?
I liked Stefan when he was on. Because he would always cover his mouth with his hands.
He was so weird and funny.
I like Bill Hader. I liked Sweaty Balls.
Yes, you always like Sweaty Balls.
Oh my God, because it's hilarious. Because they're just so, they don't break character.
How they don't break character is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then who doesn't love cowbell?
Right, a little more cowbell.
A little more cowbell.
For me, I have a ton of them, but I would say just a few of them. I loved the cheerleaders.
Oh, the cheerleaders are great.
Right? With Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terry. I love Sherry O'Terry, right? I loved Sherry O'Terry when she was Nadine from the Burger Castle, and she was simmer down now, lady.
Simmer down now. Oh
right?
my
simmer
God,
down
those
now.
are good.
Right? She was awesome. I love anything Molly Shannon. Remember when Molly Shannon was Sally O'Malley and she was 50 and she can kick and shimmy? I love that. I loved remember the copier guy making copies, Bill getting coffee, making copies, getting coffee, making copies. I loved the old and Stuart Smalley. I'm good, and I say this to you all the time, Samantha, remember, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. right? That's how I try and cheer you up after a tough day.
Yes, Lisa.
I don't know. Like there's so many old ones that were so classic. And I wonder if, no, I don't want to say kids, but I wonder if people now watch them now and have specifics that they love as much as we had specifics that we loved.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't watch it enough, right?
No, because it's hit and miss. I never watch it anymore, like on Saturdays, unless there's a good musical guest.
Yeah.
And even then, I get bored. I don't find it funny.
I find sometimes it's funny.
Yeah.
But to find the funny, I think that you have to watch all of it, right? Because I think they put real funny stuff at the very end. Like sometimes I'll watch like till weekend update.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm done with it, right? And then I'll hear like through like things I read and stuff that, oh, there was some really good skits at the end. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Why are you saving the good stuff for the end?
Right? Because they want you to watch the whole show.
Oh, bummer. Mm-hmm. Little do they know we stop watching after Weekend Update.
After Weekend Update, right? Because we're old and it's bedtime, right?
And unless you got a sweaty ball in there, I'm not interested.
I know, right? I know. But you know what? I'm going to miss Kate McKinnon. That was where I was going.
Me too.
Yeah, she was good.
Okay, so we did talk about Kelly Clarkson.
Uh-huh.
And she's popular, right? She does great interviews. She's got big people on her TV show now. Yeah. But when she interviews her guests, like, do they get high tea and snacks?
Okay, so funny thing, sometimes I catch the end of Kelly Clarkson, right?
Uh-huh.
And the end of Kelly Clarkson one day last week, she was giving them, I don't know the guest. I want to say it was probably somebody from Downton Abbey.
Oh, maybe.
But they were having high tea and snacks, and it just coincidentally, Samantha, fell right after our podcast.
Really?
So, she listening?
I think. Well, you know what? Let's play that game with Kelly Clarkson.
Right? Because we already know that Kelly Ripa's listening.
So, is it all the Kellys are listening? Is that the idea?
Is that the thing? Are we got like a big Kelly following, perhaps? Because it just seemed odd, right? Like I'm like, as I'm watching it, and I'm like, it seems odd that you've brought out the whole, like the thing, like we talked about the thing that holds the snacks.
Yes. And
then there you are with the thing that holds the snacks, and they're having snacks, and we just talked about the snacks, and again, right? Feel free to use our idea.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
But, but just like a shout out would be okay, Kelly Clarkson.
You know what? I think, Lisa, that we are just on the pulse of what's happening in the world.
Well, I think we are, and we're just one step behind it, right?
Or we're one step ahead and everyone else is just following us.
I don't know. It's so hard to know, right? The other day, so I never ever watched this show, right? So Monday when we were off, right? I never watched Marilyn Dennis. I don't love her. I don't love her. However, I watched her whole show on Monday, hook, line, and sinker, because she was doing a segment on hot dogs. She was having a dog off. Right? So she had two people competing and they were making these gourmet hot dogs, and the end result was who was going to be the winner.
Okay. And
I don't remember who won. I just watched it because they were making hot dogs through the whole hour. I couldn't tell you anything else about it. Mike got up. Mike's like, "You're watching Marilyn Dennis?" And then he watched it for a second. He's like, "Oh, I see why. Because it was hot dogs."
Because it was hot dogs.
But I couldn't tell you anything about it. Other than the fact she was in some crazy like pineapple shirt, and they made hot dogs, and she ate a hot dog.
So maybe the next time you watch her, she'll have something even better.
I don't know. I'll be surprised.
Yes. You really dislike Marilyn Dennis.
I dislike Marilyn Dennis so much. Friends of the podcast, Marilyn Dennis, that show, it's like our nationally syndicated morning show.
From Toronto,
right? And I'm not a fan. Sam likes her. I'm not a fan.
I don't watch her as much anymore.
No, I don't watch her ever. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You remember the Duggar girls?
I remember the Duggar girls, Samantha.
Okay. Because what is that, 25,000 and counting? Is that what the show is called?
Or it might even be 26,000 by now. I'm not sure.
And counting.
And counting.
Apparently, the Duggar girls can now wear shorts and pants.
What?
Yes, Ginger was spotted in a skort, learning
Ginger
how to...
in a skort?
Yes, she was learning how to golf.
That means they're showing a knee.
Yes.
And they don't show their knees because I used to watch that show before everybody got all weird. I mean, they started off weird and crazy, but before they officially became weird and crazy, I used to watch that show. And Mama Duggar wouldn't let them, said they had to wear skirts because if they showed a knee, that sent the wrong message to boys.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So now it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Well, they're married.
Yeah, they are married. Most of them are almost married now. But guess what? Josh Duggar, he's in the news.
Oh dear.
So he just had his trial, right, for child pornography.
Ew, gross.
He's going to jail for 12 years. Yeah, sentenced to jail for 12 years. Probably not long enough.
No. Well,
Probably
at least his wife doesn't have to birth any more children.
No, I mean, she already has 100, but she's standing by his side. I'm sorry, you know what? Again, I'm totally judging, right? I think that would be a hard husband to stand behind, one that has already admitted to infidelity, and now he has a child porn addiction, and he's going to jail for it.
Yeah.
Probably hard to, you know what? Is she a better woman than me?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
See you later, Duggars.
Bye-bye, Duggars.
Okay, so I got a bone to pick.
With me?
No, with a glass of wine.
I know, right?
Okay, so we went out for supper on Friday, and I just had to talk about this because I'm shocked. Or should I be shocked? Probably not.
Probably not.
A 9-ounce glass of wine cost $13.50. So basically, Lisa bought a bottle for a glass of wine.
So crazy. Why is wine so expensive?
It wasn't a bottle of wine in a glass. It was a glass that cost the same as a bottle of wine.
Why is wine so expensive is my question.
When you go out.
Right? When you go out.
Because really, the wine that you're drinking, because you had house white. Did you not?
House white. That's all I know in wine is house white.
Yes, house white. I highly doubt that house white.
It's not a fancy wine.
Is more than $15.
No, it's not a fancy wine.
And they'll get how many glasses out of there?
4 or 5?
No, probably 6 or 8.
6 or 8. Okay.
Right? Because it's like depending on the ounces, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like that's a lot of money.
It's a lot.
For a $15 bottle of wine.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I was like, oh my God, you got a glass of wine for a bottle.
For a bottle.
Your glass of wine is a bottle of wine.
It's a bottle of wine.
But
it's
not
the same
really.
as a bottle of wine, but not really.
Because it was not
just a glass.
It was just a glass.
Because it was not the bottle. Exactly.
It cost like a bottle.
It cost like a bottle.
But it wasn't a bottle.
It wasn't a bottle.
And I felt that was really wrong.
It was really wrong. It was really wrong. It was really wrong.
Oh, sorry. I just had to mention it because I was just like, are you kidding me?
I know, right? You know what I think is funny? I think it's funny that you don't ever know what I post on our TikTok, yet you know something about, yet you see things on the TikTok.
I see some things about the TikTok because sometimes they show up on my Instagram feed as a TikTok.
Oh, that's where you get your
they
TikTok
feed it to
information.
Yes, they don't just. It's feeding people feed it to other things.
I gotcha.
Lisa, right?
I gotcha. Okay.
There's a weird split cereal bowl thing going around. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. I want that. I'm gonna order that.
Really?
Yeah, because it's the coolest thing in the world, actually, and I watch it lots on the TikTok.
And how often do you eat cereal?
Well, if I had a bowl that made cereal not soggy, I probably would eat cereal almost every day. So the raw cereal, Samantha, goes on one side and the milk goes on the other, right? So all in one bowl, there's a divider. You take your spoon, you put milk in one half, cereal in the other. Then you take your spoon and you put the raw cereal on your spoon and you move it over to the other half and you get a little bit of milk on there and then you put it in your mouth and you eat it just like that.
You know what? If you had not just now described the process of eating cereal, I would never have known what to do with a bowl that was split in half for cereal.
Think of how
milk.
many people I've just helped.
Yes, you are.
Right?
You know what, Lisa?
I should probably go on like QVC or something.
You're a teacher.
Yeah, right?
You are a teacher.
Right? It makes you want to get one now, doesn't it?
No.
Yes. 1/2 is raw, 1/2 is milk.
You know
and
what?
Guess what?
I go old school.
You decide how. No.
No, I go old school, and it's one bowl, everything in.
No, because I hate soggy cereal, and I like my cereal to be raw and unmilked, but this makes it possible, because then I'm in charge of said sogginess.
This is so true.
Right? I control the sogginess. I'm the boss of this cereal now.
Okay. This is what I need you to do.
Okay, what?
Buy it.
Uh-huh.
Then record yourself. I think
try it.
The world needs to see you demonstrate the usefulness and make sure they get it right. Because, don't do it wrong, folks. Do it right. Lisa's going to lead you down that path. She's going to lead you to the path of how to figure this out, how to do raw and milk and with a spoon and dip.
I can't be the only person. I can't be the only person that hates soggy cereal.
Right.
Right?
But it's that teaching. That's, you got to let everybody know.
Imagine, Samantha, let me teach you. Right? Let me teach you. Imagine.
Let me teach you.
Let me teach you. Imagine if you could eat Rice Krispies without them becoming a big mushy mess.
Oh my God, Rice Krispies are the waste. It is such a waste. It's like Special K. They're
because
such
it's mushy,
a waste.
Because they get soggy so fast.
No, because they taste like nothing. What is the point of cereal if it tastes like nothing?
Add some sugar and then put it in the split bowl and you decide the sogginess. I decide that. New sheriff in town. I'm the boss of the cereal bowl now.
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do.
All right. Lisa, there's more questions in your future. Guess who's got questions? Lisa's got questions. It's Lisa's Question Corner.
All right, Samantha. I got a couple quick questions for you. It might be maybe even an observation. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
Number 1. How can only one nostril be plugged?
It's because it's you.
You don't ever have a cold where just one nostril is plugged?
Sometimes, but then you blow your nose or you take some drugs and hope for the best.
I find that sometimes I have one plugged nostril.
Well, you are different.
Yeah, I think it's weird. Maybe I guess that's just an observation. Okay. Here's a question. Is pre-grated cheese a form of something that's prepared by others? Does it fit the category?
It does, because otherwise you'd have to grate your own cheese.
Right. So you buy it in a bag. It is prepared by others.
It is prepared by others.
Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Right? I just wanted to make sure. That it was something that was prepared by others and that it fit the category.
It totally does.
Right? And then why is that category, it should have its own aisle. That's what I would like in a grocery store. Other than the fact that I would like, what did we decide a long time ago? That we don't understand why the eggs are where the eggs are? Was that what we decided? What was it in the aisle? Was it, I think it was eggs. Where it all of a sudden, and then there's just eggs. Why is there eggs?
Because eggs are with dairy.
Eggs are with dairy, right? We never why did the chicken go with the dairy? So we never understood that, right? The other thing I think would be perfect in a grocery store is if they just had its own aisle of prepared by others.
Yes.
Because then guess what? I only need to go to one spot. That would be nice.
And it's all there.
It's all there. Okay, my third question.
Okay.
You ever wonder why birds can't find a better place to poop than just poop?
They're just lazy.
They just fly and poop.
Yeah, fly, poop, fly, poop, fly, poop. Poop, poop, a doop.
Why can't they poop? Why can't they find a place to poop?
Well, they really like your balcony, so they're probably pooping there quite a bit.
Oh, no, because to poop on our balcony, they'd have to be on our balcony, and guess what? We shoo them away. Get out of here! Right? So, they're not they're not pooping on our balcony. But it just seems odd that there's not a designated bird poop place.
No, because the world is their poop place.
It is their poop place, right?
They own it. We're their bitch. They can poop on our car. They can poop in our hair. They can poop on our clothes. They can poop on a bench.
It doesn't matter.
They can poop on our balcony. They can poop on a grass. They can poop on cement. They can poop wherever they want. Why? Because the birds, they rule the world.
They rule the world.
The birds rule the world.
Right? Your dog poops, you got to pick that shit up.
You do.
Right? Bird poop, bird can just poop, leaves it.
Yep.
Looks at it and he's like, fuck you. And he flies on to the next place to poop.
Well, you know where the geese have been, there's poop everywhere.
Exactly, right? It's like they just don't care. It's like somebody didn't teach them their manners.
Bad parenting.
Bad parenting, right?
Bad parenting.
Like I think that the mother birds of all species encourage their young to leave the nest a little too soon.
Because they're not quite ready yet.
They haven't learned all the steps. Right? Imagine if they just stuck around for just one more lesson.
Yeah.
Maybe
somewhere responsible.
Right? Poop someplace. Find a place that's not near anybody else and just poop there.
Exactly.
I don't know. Just doesn't seem like a lot to ask. But those are my questions. That's what I got for you this week.
All right. Well, those were pretty good, Lisa.
Thank you, Samantha.
Okay. So apparently, after a 6-year hiatus, the Barnum and Bailey Circus is returning.
Really?
But animal free. What does that look like?
Seems awkward.
There's no lions, no tigers, no bears. Oh my.
I mean, remember, I know that they got rid of the elephants a long time ago.
Yes.
Because they were being mistreated.
What is the Barnum and Bailey Circus going to look like? Is it just going to be people like
the
swinging
trapeze people?
Yeah, like is it just going to be that and like clowns coming out of a car? That should be fun.
I don't know. Like, you know what? I was never a fan of a circus, right?
Uh-huh.
Or I never went. Maybe we didn't go to many circuses. Like, did you go to a lot of circuses?
I think in my memory, maybe one.
Do you know why that is? I'm
Why?
going to tell you why. Because every mother hates a circus. Because it smells like poo and it smells like hay that's been pissed on. Right? And all your kid does is cry while they're there because they're scared of the animals.
Right.
And they don't care about the people flying. I think that's why. I think every kid gets to go to the circus one time and then mom learns that they hated it.
Never again.
Never again, right? Because let's be honest, back in our day, right? If mom didn't want to go, you're not going. You didn't go, right?
Okay, but like what does an animal-free circus look like? Like what is that?
It's just like a gymnastics show. Then is it not then Cirque du Soleil?
And then it's Cirque du Soleil.
Then it's Cirque du Soleil, and it's already been done. It's already been done, Barnum and Bailey.
They're already doing stuff. So, like, if it's no animals, it's no animals. Like, not even a snake.
So what's their leg up?
I'll be curious to find out. Or maybe somebody knows. Do you guys know what Barnum and Bailey are doing? I would love to know.
Other than not having animals.
It just seems weird.
It does seem weird. You're absolutely right.
So weird. Okay, but you know what else is weird?
What?
Are your plastic containers Tupperware or are they just a mixture of plastic containers?
Oh, they're Tupperware.
I have a mixture.
Or Glad. Oh, I knew it.
Because my mother taught me.
Because your mother has a mixture. Because I've gotten things from your mother in like a larger Baysal margarine container. Right? Right?
Because it's plastic and it's perfect.
You're right. Exactly. Right?
Are you kidding? Like, do you remember like ice cream containers?
Yep.
Like the big round plastic ice cream containers?
Ice cream pails.
Oh my God.
Because parents thought poor moms, mothers thought because it was plastic, it needed to be kept and preserved.
And they have.
Right? Oh.
And I do the same thing.
Oh.
My mom, and I'm sure I've said this before, but my mom ordered from a specific Chinese restaurant because she knew the takeout containers were really good.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. She did not.
Oh my God. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
Really?
She doesn't let me take her good stuff.
Which
her
is
good
what?
Containers, her good Tupperware.
Like
and
real Tupperware?
She has glass ones too.
Yeah, so we have some glass ones with like red tops. And then we have some, actually, I guess then we have the Glad version of the Tupperware ones, right? Like the Glad ones that you can buy. But I am the proud owner of I once was a plastic container and now I'm something else.
I feel like you're missing out. Yeah,
I feel like if you took that to school, you'd be made fun of.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? Like if you took your lunch in like I can't believe it's not butter container.
Well, that's what Joe Coy did as a kid.
Right? And he hated every minute of it, right? Because that would be horrific.
And you know what? We both think Joe is very funny.
We love Joe Coy.
And when he said that, I could not have identified more with this man.
Right? Oh my God. He's so funny. Friends of the podcast, if you haven't checked out Joe Coy, you need to.
Yes.
Boy, nothing can make either samurai laugh harder than him.
Oh God, he's
so funny. He's so funny. But the other thing I think with Tupperware is it needs to be replaced, people, right? Like my dad has, I guarantee you, if I went to his house in Niagara Falls, I could find in his freezer, guaranteed, a Tupperware container that has spaghetti sauce in it.
Yeah, same with mine.
And I'm sure it's the same spaghetti sauce that's been recycled since 1985. Somewhere there's remnants of it, right? Because you never quite have used all of it. And you just add new spaghetti sauce on top.
Right.
I know it. I'm sure it's in that freezer. Right? Like sometimes I just think, God, like next time I'm at his home, I'm checking for shit. I'm like, I know it's here. I know it moved with you. I know it made the move.
For sure it did.
Right? When it shouldn't. It should have gone in the garbage.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Yeah, right? Because, and that's the thing is that like plastic containers like that, I don't believe that they get like as clean as they probably need to.
Well, if you put them in the dishwasher.
Do you ever smell it?
Yes, because I have to make sure. I don't like it. If Tupperware smells, then it's like, you got to go.
Right? Like if it has a smell of like, okay, that's like old cookies.
Or old tuna fish.
Yeah, right? It's got to go. You can't keep that shit.
No.
You can't keep that shit. Hey, do you ever wonder about this, Samantha? Do you ever wonder like what life would have been like if like some of the celebrities didn't die? Like say an Elvis or a Marilyn Monroe or a Princess Diana?
Well, Elvis was already getting pretty old.
Well, not when he died. He wasn't that old.
No,
he was
but
looking old.
He was looking old.
And he was looking fat, and he was looking bloated, and he was looking nasty.
Because I think that he needed. I don't know. Like it would be weird if he had lived.
But then, in one sense, I kind of wish he would have died like I wish he would have died the hunka burning love Elvis, right? Like died like in his prime. Right? Like Princess Diana died looking good. Marilyn Monroe died like looking good.
Yes.
Elvis died looking really rough.
I think Marilyn Monroe would still have been really beautiful.
Yeah.
And same with Princess Di, because they were just so iconic.
I think Princess Diana today, even because when you see like shows with her in it, and that's like, you know, her in like 1980, so God, like 40 years ago or whatever, and you see her still, she's still totally, you could put her out in the population today and she would still be like more in style than most, with an updated hairdo.
Yep.
And still like looking like $1 million.
For sure.
Right? And that was like 40 years ago. Sometimes it makes me sad but then sometimes I think that maybe these people, like a Michael Jackson, wasn't meant to become 85.
No.
Right? Like that would be weird, hey?
That would be weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I just think about things like that.
All right.
Here's the other thing I've been thinking about lately. You ready for this? This is what I need from Tim Hortons. I need Tim Hortons to do better with their Timbits.
Uh-oh.
I get that Justin Bieber's their big catch, and that's fine. We can use them. But what I need Timbits to come up with a lemon pie filling, or like a lemon pie filling in their donut, or like a lemon delight donut, or like a Timbit with a little bit of lemon in it. Why couldn't Justin Bieber endorse that?
Because he's more about vanilla.
Okay, well, guess what? Lisa and Sam could be about lemon pie filling.
Oh, I love lemon.
Delight.
Well, you know, lemon is my favorite.
And I love lemon. So why couldn't dear Tims, let us teach you how to have a donut out for the summer. Right? And it can be the I shake my head flavor. It can be the I shake my head donut. I don't know.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Right? People are shaking their head at these flavors. They're so good. I shake my head at them. Right? I just want a lemon pie filling donut. Now, I don't want like it to be a big one. I want it to be a bite, like a Timbit bite with like a little bit of lemon pie filling in it.
And then do you want a donut then?
I want a lemon delight donut. So I want like a cake donut with like a lemon delight glaze. But I would call it lemon delight. Because it's very summery, hey?
Lisa's Lemon Delight.
Lisa's Lemon Delight donut, right? Exactly.
Okay, well, we'll just get on that.
Right? That's what I'm just saying. Here's a question for you. What do you think the better invention is, Samantha? Tinfoil or saran wrap?
Oh, God, I hate saran wrap. Well, no,
Everybody does.
The new saran wrap is better.
Better.
The
but
stuff
still
that
not,
sticks.
But still not good.
I think tinfoil is probably easier to manipulate.
You think it's the better invention? I'll be honest. I think I use tinfoil more than I ever use saran wrap.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Mm-hmm. I think saran wrap, it's a fight.
It's a fight.
It's a fight, right? Like to get it off the roll. I get that it sticks better, but then it becomes there and you got to peel it apart and.
Yeah, it's not pretty.
Right. And now that they have like the tinfoil, one side shiny, one side non-stick, like that's perfect. Like what more do you need in the world than that?
I don't know.
Right? I don't know. That's just what I think. And like I was thinking, well, what about wax paper? Do people even use that shit anymore?
Yes, they do still.
Oh, do they? I didn't know. So I didn't add that. But I think I'm team tinfoil.
I think I might be team tinfoil as well.
There you go.
Shock. Okay, but what's the better appliance? What's your best appliance that you own?
Oh, it's my Egg McMuffin maker. Hands down.
I knew you were going to say that.
Hands down. It's the Egg McMuffin maker. Right? Hands down.
Oh, my God.
Hands down. What about you?
Down. Coffee pot.
Oh. Yeah.
Even though coffee still doesn't taste like coffee yet.
And you're still old school with like not using a Keurig.
No.
Right? You are against the pods.
No, because like I just want multiple cups of coffee at the same time.
Yeah, it takes like 30 seconds to do a Keurig pot or a Keurig cup.
It doesn't taste enough for me.
Okay. All right. Still weird. So you're sticking with your coffee pot. I'm sticking with the Egg McMuffin. Look it's breakfast.
It's breakfast.
All you need is breakfast, Samantha, right there.
Well, and then, okay. But we like breakfast more.
Yeah, we do, right? So it makes sense. It makes sense. You know, if I could have any new appliance, I would like an indoor grill that is smoke free.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, I don't know if it exists, but if it did, that would be what I would want. What would you want if you could get one?
I would use a grill because then I would grill like hot dogs and steak and chicken and stuff
burgers.
Like that. Burgers.
Yeah,
a burger.
Exactly. That's what I would go for too.
A burger.
A burger.
But you know me, I don't really like a lot of appliances.
No, I know. You're like anti-appliance.
Actually, I'm going to lie. The best appliance I have is my dishwasher.
Oh, because you're too lazy to wash dishes for one. It's all that is. You're too lazy to wash dishes for one.
Damn straight, sister.
All right, whatever.
All right, my turn now. Lisa, it's things you want to know. All right, Lisa, fun facts about hornets.
Oh, yuck. Okay.
I thought we would revisit.
All right, let's revisit.
Well, because you know what? They're a thing. It's happening.
It's happening.
Okay, hornets come from the Vespidae family, but are larger than wasps. Hornets can come in many different colors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Their sting can carry 5 times the poison of a wasp.
Nice.
Sting.
Because all they want to do is hurt you.
That's the only.
That's their only job is to maim a human being.
But listen, hornets can be shy.
They don't seem very shy.
If you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Bullshit. I call bullshit on that.
But the worst thing is they usually choose to nest in high places.
Hence why I see them on my patio. I saw the one again. Because years ago we had a nest, right? And then we got rid of the nest. But years ago we got, like, it's been probably 5 years with no nest. But I said to Mike, it's odd. I said word got out that he had at one time some family that used to live here. It's like he's retracing his genealogy or something. Like I think grandma lived here once. Because it's like, there's just one. Why are you here?
Exactly.
Interesting. I hate those guys. So much.
Okay. Lisa, what's making you shake your head this week?
Samantha, I'm shaking my head at people not controlling their kids.
Uh-oh.
Right? Like, here's the thing. Dear people having kids, control them. It's really that easy, right? Right? It's really that easy.
Did you have a traumatizing experience or what's going on?
The thing is that I just see kids running around and not standing beside their parent or their designated person. And it's like, can you just reel them in, please? Because I am not their parent. It's not my job. It's not my job to say, oh, don't do that, please. That's not my job. That's your mom or dad's job. Right? So that's all I'm saying. People need to control their kids.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What are you shaking your head at?
I'm shaking my head at the fact, is it worth to eat out anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think it's a treat.
I think it is a treat. So I'm wondering, is it worth to eat out at a place, and get served? We go for an appetizer, we go for a main meal. Maybe we're getting a dessert. Maybe we're getting a drink. Maybe we're having a coffee. That's a lot of money.
Yes,
right.
Definitely.
To go out, but you decide you're going to eat that. You decide you're going to eat all of those things.
Yeah.
My question is, do you get the same bang for your buck when you go to a buffet? Because those things are back up and running now.
Buffets.
The buffet.
Buffet. Interesting.
Because you're maybe paying $25 for a buffet.
Yeah.
Prices are rising, right?
Prices are rising.
So are you eating $25 worth?
It seems odd that I don't know. I mean, it seems odd that you're eating 25. Are you eating $25 worth of food? I guess you have the potential to.
Right. So could you ask for a takeaway?
I don't think at a buffet.
At a buffet?
I don't think you can have takeout at a buffet.
Can I take it away from me? I've paid $25. What do I deem $25?
What is $25 worth?
Is it 3 chips around the buffet and grabbing dessert?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I think there's some people who could probably eat more than $25 worth, right? At a buffet.
At a buffet. I think, I don't know. Because we ate truffle parm fries.
Yeah.
That were really, really good.
Yeah.
Right? And I thought, okay, were those worth, I think, what were they? $14?
Yeah. They probably were.
And that's good. Just a French fry with some truffle oil and some parm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all
They didn't reinvent the wheel.
No, they didn't. Thing is with the buffet is that I feel that it's a slippery slope, right? Like I remember years ago watching, they brought out the shrimp. And people were like, it was like at a Chinese buffet and they brought out the breaded shrimp and people were like seagulls to a McDonald's bag. And I'm like, holy shit, people. Right? Like normally people would take 2 or 3. People were taking like plate of shrimp. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. That's I think that's a question I don't know if you can answer.
I don't know. it's interesting to think about.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Anyways, that's why I shook my head because I was like, It's expensive to go out. And then I'm like, well, we could have gone to a buffet and had an array of food for $25. But are you really eating all that food?
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question.
So
I shake my head a little bit at it too.
Is it better to eat at a buffet and have a selection and only pay $25 because it includes dessert?
Maybe.
And everything that goes on that buffet?
Maybe.
Or
is it more bang for your buck?
Right.
Maybe. Could be. Friends of the podcast, let us know.
I don't know. I was just shaking my head at that.
Buffet or restaurant? Right?
All right, guys. We want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ismhead@gmail.com. You might just find it being mentioned during one of our episodes. You can drop us also a DM through our Facebook or Instagram. So you can also, give us your thoughts that way as well. We would like to thank John for putting together the episode. He is the best kept secret in podcasting.
The best kept secret.
The best.
The very best, actually. Right?
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I just like to have a little bit of fun with that.
Yes, I know.
I'm sorry. I feel that John can handle it.
Yes, he can.
Yes. Samantha, we're at the end of the show again.
We are at the end of the show.
I feel like I think we talked a lot this week.
We did. Apparently we had a lot to say.
We had a lot to say. We had a lot to talk about. All right. Well, now I'm done talking to you.
Thanks.
I got nothing else to say.
All right.
You got anything else you want to add?
No, I'm good.
Friends of the podcast, have a great week. Stay safe. I don't want to say stay safe out there because Ellen used to say that, but stay safe.
Yes.
Right? Like times, it's a crazy world right now. So just be careful and stay safe.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, Samantha. Always a pleasure.
It should be.
This has been a transmission of the Podfix Network. For more about this show and other great Podfix programs, go to podfixnetwork.com.